This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Watch, and I'm so thrilled to be speaking with Anders Walter and Rebecca Pruzan, the filmmakers behind the Oscar-nominated live-action short Ivalu. How are you both doing today?
Very
Great.
good. Thank you.
Good. So this film is based on a graphic novel, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me about how you first discovered that novel and why you thought it would be a good film?
Yeah, I had a friend who works in Greenland, and she had read the graphic novel and recommended the book to me. I got a copy, and I fell in love with the book right away. It was such a beautiful graphic novel, and the drawings were so compelling, and it really felt like a visual poem and a very direct source of inspiration to how to turn this into a short film. And I shared the book with Rebecca and Kim, the other producer, and they felt very similar. So we all fell in love.
Was there anything that was especially challenging to adapt from the page to the screen?
I mean, the book takes place in many different locations in Greenland, and we kind of had the same ambition in terms of traveling all across Greenland and shooting at these very specific places. But obviously, the budgets became a big part of doing the film, like any other film. And so we ended up being able only to shoot this in two locations. But sometimes those restrictions can sometimes turn into an advantage, and where you push yourself to be much more creative. And so I still have a feeling that we're traveling quite a great distance in the film, even so we only shot it in two locations.
Was it important for there to be a sense of hope that was present in this film?
Yeah,
Very much so.
very much so. We changed the ending quite a bit compared to the graphic novel. The graphic novel is very tough in the ending and without any hope at all. And for us, it was very important that there was, some kind of hope. But of course, it had to strike a balance and not come across as too naive. So the grandmother was something we added to the story, and she definitely becomes, at least she is somehow the anchor out there for Pipaluk, the younger sister, not to having to go through what her older sister Ivalu is going through in the story.
And what was the process of finding your terrific lead actress?
Rebecca?
Well, I mean, it was a little different experience because due to COVID, we couldn't go there. So we were in Copenhagen and they were in Greenland. So we had the help of a fantastic co-director, Pipaluk, who she did the casting for us. And she came with a selection of like 15 different girls, I think. So there's only like 58,000 people in Greenland. So the selection of finding, girls in this age group that could act was not that big. But I mean, we saw all these girls and there was we all knew that it had to be Mila who plays Pipaluk. We knew that from the moment we saw her, even though it was on Zoom, we all fell in love, and I think she delivered big time.
Have you received any surprising reactions from anyone who's seen the film?
No, I mean, we just spoke to someone who compared it to a folk song, which that was the most surprising. But I liked his experience. But no, I think so far, I mean, what has made me the most happy is this film hasn't been really out yet, so it's a select kind of number of people who've seen it. But then the response we get from the people, we have like a network of psychologists and people who know more about this subject than Anders and I do. And their response to the movie I think has made me really proud and very happy because they really embrace the film. And so I think to me that's probably been the biggest response that I'm really happy about.
What about you, Anders? Anything?
No, I mean, people get very affected by the film, which, I mean, you want to have some kind of response to this, very delicate and sensitive subject matter. And I think a lot of people get surprised if they don't know what they're going into, because the story is really structured, almost like a crime mystery of some kind in the beginning, and then slowly you learn about the past and even the future, and then all of a sudden you realize why she's searching for Ivalu, and why she has run away from home. And I think a lot of people who comes into this film not knowing anything, they really feel like they get a punch in the gut, which is good because we want to have this effect. And I think it's important with this subject matter that it has an effect. And we get to talk about this afterwards also. So that's a positive thing for me, at least.
Of course. Well, thank you both for making this film and for taking a few minutes to speak with me about it today. And good luck at the Oscars.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.